Hello my friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a spontaneous soul reading. I just felt the need to connect with my soul people and see what needed to come out. So this is a beautiful deck that my friend Carrie gave me. Thank you, Carrie. The Dream Gate Oracle. I have used it on my Patreon, but I wanted to use it with you guys today. So let's see what comes out. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you had a good weekend. I wasn't around yesterday. I'm trying to get some things that I've been putting off done in my life. I don't know, I guess that's me trying to clean up for the end of the month. But yeah, I'm excited to get some of those things done, because I find that when I have things that I need to do, or when I have things that are kind of hanging over my head, I feel that tension in my everyday life. I have been, spending the last few weeks focused on healing and taking a break when I felt needed to. Maybe you're kind of going through some of that energy as well. So let's see what we need to hear. I also go, Soul Tribe reading, I also go through lulls where, the negativity and disbelief of people get to me and weighs heavy on me, and I'm still learning how to deal with that. I really don't understand why a lot of people who are so against tarot readings and spiritual love watch tarot readings about spiritual love. But anyway, we have elementals, dreamland, lore, otherworld, earth spirits. So let's have a look. We're going to look at what this card means. Again, Carrie, thank you for this book. I am sending you love. I have goosebumps as I'm sending you love. Interesting. Where are you? Am I in the wrong section? Hang on. Give me a moment. I think I'm in the wrong section. E. What am I missing here? I think I did this the first time I used this deck. I'm really confused. No, I'm just missing this card altogether. Maybe you're having a hard time finding things. Because seriously. There it is. It was right in front of my face the whole time. It's on page 77. Elementals, also known as fairies or fae, is it fae? Are guardian spirits of enchantment and whimsy that have captivated the imagination of humans across time and myth. For ages, these mystical creatures were said to be quite abundant and witnessed by many. Then humanity became driven by forces of chaos, which pushed these spirits to gradually retreat into the ethers. It's funny because that's how I've been feeling with this, like these non-believers. I've been feeling the energy of retreat, and I don't want to retreat from the lower vibrational energy. I want to fight it with light. Steeped in sacred mysteries of the old, these precious guides offer powerful messages for those seeking to navigate the complexities of our modern age. As interdimensional travelers, they are also known to cross between worlds, including the spaces that populate our dreams. This is very interesting because I was watching, as some of you know, I've started rewatching The Next Generation, which is actually quite funny. But yesterday there was a character, and he was coming from the future. He was a traveler. He was called a traveler, and he was there to kind of illuminate the fact that Wesley had a soul calling or a soul path. Anyway, very interesting watching Next Generation after spiritually awakening. Where was I? Today, as the substance of legend and ancient magic is growing in popularity, and perhaps there is a deeper reason for this, as many of us become even more linked to the digital world, there's also been a yearning for spirit and the medicine of the earth. We long to return to a simpler way of life when we lived harmoniously with the sacred elementals. Perhaps you are now being called to the lands of Fae, or a sense of long-lost wisdom rising within you. These benevolent guides are here to help remind you that you are a beautiful reflection of nature personified. You are a bridge between worlds and more powerful than you know. When you peer into the other world of the elementals, through your sleep, psychic experiences, or gentle daydreams, you may be granted access to the higher realms of knowledge that are gifted from the earth. Through the plant, crystal, animal, and spirit dimensions. By heeding their call, you can look forward to receiving new guidance and activations as your inner eye unlocks a deeper glimpse of the great mysteries around you. The Fae, or Phi, however you say that, also warns of any lingering influences that may be weighing down your current sphere or of controlling psychic manipulations that function from a place of dense negativity. Pay attention to the vibrations that surround you and where you are sourcing your own vital energy. What you choose to believe is where it flows into and from. Once you focus your gaze beyond the veil, look out for any optical or light phenomena that shows up. Tune into the earth and elements. The magic of the Fae is stirring. Whatever it is, the Fae, and they are now waiting for your attention and our shared remembrance. It is time to dissolve your self-doubt, dear one. Oh my gosh. It's interesting that came out because that's what I was talking about the lower vibrational of the lower vibrational energy of the doubters, and it will suck you in. And I did a reading the other day about how it was a love reading, and it was clear to me that it was a divine feminine or spiritual person doubting their intuition and doubting that they're believing in something that's not real. And this is about seeing beyond the veil and trusting that it is real, no matter what anyone says, no matter what the naysayers say or the negative Nellies in the comment section. You know, you guys know a few months ago, I turned off comments on my page because it got to me. And recently I've been finding myself like not wanting to look at my comment section because I've started to see those negative comments again. Anyway. So yeah, let's see what we need to hear today, my friends. We have messengers. Interesting. I had more flip up, but I flipped them back over. I'm only taking what comes out. So we have messengers. Guardians, divine orchestration, calling in support. Beautiful. It's funny because that looks like someone who's praying, but it also reminds me of the hand. I can't remember the name of the hand that I always talk about, but it reminds me of that hand. Messengers. Messengers. It's on page 114, 6, Lover's Energy. As intimates of the divine source, angels are the ancient messengers of the heavenly realms, creatures that share a direct doorway into the heart of creation. Countless people across the ages have experienced these interdimensional guides as protectors, watchers, light beings, and even distant star relatives. Truly, many names have breathed life into their shared communion with us earthlings. These gentle beings are here to help remind us of our shared birthright as children of the universe. Oh my gosh, I'm hearing a song. What is it? It's by Imagine Dragons. Children of the Night, Children of the Sky. You know me, I gotta look it up now. Children of the Corn. No, not Children of the Corn. Except that's a good movie. Yes. Children of the Sky. We are children of the sky. Listen to this. Some days when I'm dreaming, I think of how far I've come. All of my life's led to this, and now I see what I've become. I always had doubted that I could ever be someone that mattered, that shattered all these glass ceilings up above. All that I want is to see all of the things that I could be. Destiny is calling me. We're children of the sky, flying up so high. Let me be the one to find the brightest sun. We're children of the sky, guided by the light. Let me reach new heights, stars amongst the night, children of the sky. I cannot give up hope, though there are storms within my seas. Won't turn back when I lack. Sometimes it's just so hard to believe. I've wanted to save us from ourselves, just wanted to raise up to save us from ourselves. All that I want is to see all the things we could be. Destiny is calling me. We're children of the sky, flying up so high. Let me be the one to find the brightest sun. We're children of the sky, guided by the light. Let me reach new heights, stars among the night. When we look back, what will we see? We were a part of everything. Up in the heavens, down in the seas, we were a part of everything. When we look back, what will we see? We were a part of everything. Anyway, I posted that song on my Patreon. If I can remember, I'm going to post it on my YouTube later. I can hear it in my head though. Very cool song. Very, like, I have goosebumps. Like, look at this. Look at the goosebumps. Oh, there's a truck here. Children of the universe. Embodiment of radiant energy and high vibration. They are often seen with glowing wings of light, which they use to move freely through the etheric realms. I'm just going to pause it for a second. I believe they weren't barking at all. And then as soon as I hit play, they started barking. Angels help us to bridge our heart with divine love and often appear during deep initiations in life to assist us in observing where we need healing or self-love. They also see us clearly without judgment so that we can learn to forgive ourselves and hold more compassion for others. Their main objective is to aid us in freeing ourselves from the burdens of karmic patterns that keep us trapped in a state of density and shadow so that we can eventually return to our oneness with Source. They also teach us that lower vibrational forces such as fear, anger, resentment, envy, and hatred must be transmuted. Very often, this involves tender recognition through our own inner and outer forgiveness. Angels cannot interfere in our lives without our direct permission, as they are one with the divine. As they are one with divine will as opposed to free will. They can, however, leave signs for us to pick up on if we are open to receiving them. They are here to shower us with the highest octaves of love as they help awaken, protect, and comfort us. These messengers have been known to make appearances in dream time and when we are faced with their warm, inviting light. We may feel as though we are experiencing a profound visionary state, one that transcends our earthly eyes. Through their messages, we may receive information or suddenly awaken to an entirely new veil of reality. Angels also offer us signs of caution and warning and encourage us to always trust our inner compass. You may feel the presence of a soothing mediator between your dreams and waking life, or perhaps a familiar warmth that envelops you at times. When you receive this card, know that your guardian angel or guide is with you, sending you beams of unconditional love. The fragments of your spirit that perhaps need some mending are gently being healed and reintegrated. You are blessed with a divine force, and you can tap into whatever you need. Be open to new signs and synchronicities after you reach out to your guides, and don't be afraid to ask for support. Messengers of light, you can show me your messages. I receive them. I want them. Give them to me. You have to give them permission. You have to give them permission to come in here. You know, I had a friend once tell me, Spirit will only send you what you can handle and what you want. So anyway, you could be seeing signs and synchronicities right now. Perhaps they're about to intensify. Perhaps you are about to see the presence of this light in your life. Perhaps you're about to feel it. I've had goosebumps through this entire reading. More goosebumps. What does our soul tribe need to hear? Obstacles ahead, overcoming fear, perseverance. So you could be, we also have hidden portal. So it kind of shows me that in the past you were given messages, you were given signs and synchronicities. Perhaps you're on your own healing journey, struggling with lower vibrational energies, struggling with tests, people who don't believe, you know. Perhaps you're struggling to understand the signs and synchronicities. To me, it feels like your connection with spirit is deepening, and present energy, you could be going through some type of obstacle. And spirit's saying that an obstacle is just, it's a hidden portal to take a different way. It's not, the obstacle is there for a reason. We also have perseverance, which is the energy of 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. So Spirit's saying to persevere through these obstacles and to overcome fear, whatever that is. Maybe fear of trusting in this, maybe fear of believing in spirituality. Again, there's so much negative stuff out there. It's crazy. And I was just going to say before this came out that you're my favorite people. Like, I don't know. Muggles just don't do it for me anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching Harry Potter yesterday, and they talk about muggle folk, and it's so true. Like, I don't even want to be around muggles anymore. Just give me the children of the night, or sky, whatever we're calling ourselves. I'm hearing someone, it's from a show or a movie. Someone singing a line very casually about something closing. He opens a window. I don't know what that's about or why I'm hearing it. The mountain. The mountain. The mountain. On page 120. So you could be in Hanged Man energy right now, learning how to surrender to your fear. Not surrender to the fear, surrender to your intuition, let go of the fear, and persevere on this spiritual journey. The Great Mountain is a sacred place where heaven and earth meet, a symbolic joining of the physical and spiritual awakening in your life. As you find yourself here, you will unearth the grounded wisdom you need to manifest actual outcomes, catapulting you beyond the hypothetical or planting the seeds of ideas. Sometimes this is no easy feat. The mystical symbology of the mountain has long been used as a motif for overcoming obstacles and great challenges in life, or as a visual map of progress, when we have the mental prowess to rise above the external stressors we are faced with. The energy of the mountain may appear as an insurmountable challenge in your life, but here you are encouraged to face it head on. With this card comes a gentle warning, but also a powerful gift of clarity and truth. It reveals that circumstances may continue to grow and intensify until everything that blocks your vision must crumble and fall, but once the dust settles, you will see with newfound eyes. This is the last hurdle you must face, and with your perseverance will come great rewards. As you move through this mountain, you may feel compelled to stop at the foot of its threshold and rest until you feel settled. knowing there is inevitably more beyond the horizon. If you need time to mull things over, that is perfectly okay. But don't forget, the mountain will eventually call you back. This journey is more than written in the stars. Do not be afraid. Powerful, powerful. This key encourages you to release any passiveness that is preventing you from enforcing your grip on this climb. Dispel the negativity or fear how you will get through it. You are brilliant and resilient. Don't let anything derail you as you find your way, even if it takes a bit longer for you to progress. Imagine what awaits you beyond this next elevation. Your power is rising. Keep going. So I feel like I'm looking at someone who has followed the signs and synchronicities, received dreams, received messages. Maybe you don't even understand how. And it could be that once you started to awaken, you were immediately faced with obstacles or tower moments. I tell people when I was in my 20s, not 20s, I was like 19. My aunt, who was very religious, tried to push the word of Jesus onto me. And she had me for a quick minute. And one of the first things she said to me was, the moment you choose the path of belief and surrender and believing in a higher power, she was talking about Jesus. I call it a higher power, spirit, whatever you want to call it. She said the first thing that will happen is you'll be introduced to the devil energy. She was very religious, right? And she was like, the devil will get you and the devil will tempt you and the devil will test you. And for me, that was enough for me to be like afraid of religion. So that's where that spiritual awakening stopped. I was at the foot of the mountain and I was like, nope, that's not for me. I'm just going to wait down here until the air looks a little clearer. But like this card said, that mountain came back in my mid-30s, just differently. Anyway, as soon as you surrender and start following the signs of the universe and believing in a higher power, you will receive tests and tower moments and obstacles. And it's all about, think of it like construction. Think of it like you awaken and the universe says, oh, that person wants to improve themselves. Let's do some construction. Let's close down that street. Let's close down that street. We'll put traffic through this street. We'll redirect over here. It's all part of the journey. And sometimes those roadblocks are meant to test you, to test your perseverance. So you could be going through tests right now, or you could be coming out of tests. And on the bottom, like I said, we have hidden portals. Alternate routes, look closer, creative solutions. So anytime you're kind of put off the path that you think is for your highest good, there's a reason. You know, there's a lesson in it. Anyway, that's what we're seeing. Let's get future energy. Future energy. We have multiverse. Oh dear. We have quantum travel. So listen, one day last year, maybe it was the year before, I can't remember anymore, I was listening to SO Tarot and she mentioned quantum leaping. And she's like, so if that's something that, you know, you're into, maybe look at that. And I went immediately, I'm like, oh, I could do that. And I looked up quantum leaping, meditation, and I did it, even though I had no idea what was happening. I suggest learning about it before you try it. I'm like the type of person, I don't need directions. I don't need instructions. I'm just going to do it. And I should have like listened to some instructions first. But quantum leaping is actually quite powerful. The one that I did was about imagining an alternate universe, like your highest timeline. And it did like breathing techniques and then this thing with the tongue to the roof of your mouth where it imprinted your alternate reality. So for me, every time I consciously, like if I put the tip of my tongue to the roof of my mouth, I can see the alternate reality that I meditated on. So it could be that, you know, you're quantum leaping in the near future. Maybe that show, maybe you used to watch Quantum Leap. I did. See, I was into all of those magical shows and I truly believed in magic. And then it was like, you know, beaten out of me, but whatever. I am ready to discover my own cosmological truths. I see the greater picture. Today, there are theories that our universe is just one member of a much larger assembly of universes that creates the multiverse. This suggests that our universe alone, with its infinite stars and hundreds of billions of galaxies and planets spanning across vast light years, may not be the only ones that exist. As you connect with this card, you are encouraged to flex your vision towards a more expansive way of seeing things through a wider lens of your imagination. Shift your focus away from the frivolous details that keep you disconnected from the bigger picture. Try softening your gaze and looking beyond the horizon of your earthly bubble. So as far as quantum leap thing concerned, whatever, is I was so focused on the limitations right in front of me. Like, well, I have to do this and I have to learn that. And I can't see how if I do all this work, I'll ever be this enlightened being. And I don't I had a counterpart involved. And this card says frivolous details that keep you disconnected from the bigger picture, like the lower vibrational energy of not believing in this stuff or thinking like, oh, love shouldn't, somebody said today in my comment section, love shouldn't hurt. That, my dogs do not agree, see? My dogs are like, what the fuck? I don't agree with that statement. I don't. Not when it comes to soul connections. I am married to my partner who has never, ever, ever hurt me, who has never yelled at me, who has never not tempted me, triggered me, has never called me names. And how can I explain it? It's that connection didn't inspire me to find my inner self or my soul path or anything like that. Anyway, I don't know why I'm feeling that way over these comments. It bothers me. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to bring attention to it. But anyway, try softening your gaze and looking beyond the horizon of your earthly bubble. And that's kind of what I did with that quantum leap is you see, or quantum travel, you see the bigger picture instead of all the obstacles between you and the bigger picture. As you broaden this perspective over time, take notice of what you truly value as sacred within the sweet orchestration of your life. Perhaps there is more to be revealed. If you need a gentle reminder, try spending some time with the stars at night. They also help remind us of the impermanence of things and that life is to be lived fully and brightly as possible. So you could spend a lot of time looking at the stars. The multiverse key is a portal into portals. It is a vortex for your eyes, but also your higher awareness, reminding you that you are also part of the great cosmic tapestry of the universe. Let go of the distractions that keep you feeling small, like the people in my comment section. You are, after all, a brilliant reflection of the divine, and you are here to grow and learn in this earth school. Even through the hard lessons and mistakes, you are continuously refining your inner light. Remember all the gifts that you are carrying with you. My little light workers, that's what I'm hearing. My little spiritual awakening people. Release all that holds you back or wastes your precious time. As you adjust your focus of the world around you, take note of what fuels your own soulful evolution. Step back and look beyond the mundane aspects of your days. You are being invited to go inward and onward. You are learning to move along your path with more intentional grace. Dive into the infinite wisdom that is always available to you through the portal of your heart and the doorways of the multiverse. So the questions that you need to ask yourself: how can I learn more from the mysteries of the cosmos? What is clouding my view of the life I want? Is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it that you can't believe that you could have the life you want? Anyway, that episode that I watched yesterday, The Traveler, it was talking about the power of thought and the power of belief. And I was yelling at the TV during this episode of Next Generation. My partner was looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, it's the power of positive manifestation, the power of positive thought. And they were trying to get this time traveler back to wherever he came from. And they made an announcement on the ship: everyone, pay attention to the power of your thought. Do not be pulled into negative thinking. Do not be pulled into fear. Envision us getting the traveler home and being successful. Anyway, I was screaming at the television. I was so into it. I knew there was a reason I wanted to watch Next Generation again, because I haven't watched it since I was young. And we have Pyramid, Amplification, Harmonic Resonance, Cosmic Union, Pyramid. Let's just make sure that's straight. I have no idea where this reading is going. This is my break. Like, I was taking a break and I was like, I'm going to go do a soul tribe reading rather than watching TV or, Well, I did the dishes, but pyramids have been present throughout ancient lands, and these mysterious formations linked to the precession of stars were each built with a geometric accuracy that still boggles many researchers today. Separated by continents and ages, their shared existence has been noted as coincidence, but also as a positive reflection of a long-lost civilization that once passed down its teachings across vast distances. These powerful structures have been regarded as symbols of eternity and as repositions of hidden truths, whereby ancient initiates were permitted to enter and ascend to higher planes of knowledge, like you, children of the sky, or night, whatever it is. Like the pyramid, your own life is set on a foundation of inner strength, with each new challenge and soul experience building upon the one that came before. This powerful motive teaches us the importance of taking a step-by-step approach to our own spiritual growth, working from a solid base and building up toward the inward meeting point of our highest potential. It also reminds us that true growth requires tender patience, but also a grounded understanding of our precious time here. Each piece of our foundation can only be solidified through trust, love, and faith, since what we truly believe will slowly build who we are over time. At the spiritual level, the pyramid is a symbol of the integration of self with soul, and in dreams, it can represent a metaphoric death through rebirth that is unfolding in your life. Drawing this card encourages you to take note of the structure of your life and whether one area needs additional support. And right now it feels like there may be that going on, because it feels like you may have a tower moment happening. And all it is spirit trying to put you on the right path. It's a restructuring. As you dive into this visual, see yourself seated within the shape of the pyramid. At your base, you have a foundation and spiritual connection to the earth through your roots with the natural world around you. Up from this is your middle self in physical form, as the vessel of your being that moves in this world. And at the top, where illumination descends and transmutes through your higher self and crown, you are able to receive divine wisdom and truth. The joining of these three layers creates a powerful synergy to solidify more clarity and strength in your life. And this is in your future energy. So, we see you tapping into your higher self here. I also wanted to mention that I noticed a lot of these cards are on pages that equal 9 when you break them down, and that is your highest self. That's your soul path. Very interesting. Where can you pour more support as you reflect on this? Meditate with the visualization of a pyramid to amplify your own wisdom and harmonic resonance. You are a conductor and a builder of innate power. How can I nourish my mind, body, and spirit more? Where do I require more structure, balance, and strength? So, what I'm going to do is I just had an idea, which is this messenger card. It says right here, it has questions. So I'm actually going to ask these questions with tarot. So I think I'll use this deck. So we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups, your lower vibrational self falling away, you know, growing into that butterfly. Seven of Wands, perseverance. This journey is an uphill battle, my friends. People don't believe it. People will try and push you off your path. People will try and drag you down back into that lower vibrational energy. So we have strength on the bottom. And I think that was one of the last things this card talked about. Let me just go back to that card for 1 second. The joining of these 3 layers creates a powerful synergy to solidify more clarity and strength in your life. Power, courage, self-belief, authority, believing in your own beliefs, having the courage to, you know, fly that freak flag. That's what I call it. I'm not calling you a freak. So let's see. How can you take note of the miracles in your life more? So how can you take note of the miracles and the signs and synchronicities of your life? We have the 10 of Wands, stress, burden, responsibility, gratitude. So this is saying, how can you take note of the miracles in your life more? By showing more gratitude for the signs and synchronicities that you're getting. Showing more gratitude towards, how can I put this? Showing more gratitudes towards your imagination. I've never seen this card in this deck and I've had it for ages. Giving gratitude for your intuitive gifts. We have stress, burden, and responsibility. So maybe try to release more of the things that bring you stress, burden, and responsibility. Showing gratitude for anytime your intuition sends you a sign and it just stopped recording on me. I'm grateful for that intuitive inspiration I just have. I'm grateful for the dreams that I have, you know? I'm also seeing how you can take note of the miracles in your life more is to release some of the burdens in your life, release some of the heavier energy in your life, things that don't make you happy. You have the power to say no. People who don't believe in the things you believe in, you have the power to, you know, I feel like I'm talking to myself, but don't take responsibility for their beliefs or their burdens. They're theirs, not yours. What are you yearning to ask for at this time? We have the Sun. What are you yearning for? Clarity, you know? You're yearning for that healing, high vibrational energy. And the only way to get there is to learn how to release that lower vibrational energy and rise above it. I'm hearing that song Rise Above It from Cool Runnings. I think it's from Cool Runnings. Rise Above It. Yeah, I think it's from Cool Runnings. What are you yearning for at this time? You're yearning for, you could be yearning for love. You know, we see these pairs that are here, and then we have this very different pair here. So it could be that you're yearning for a counterpart, or you're yearning for, you know, someone that there's a lot of differences. You could be yearning for a divine masculine, especially with the sun energy. And you seem to be yearning for freedom from doubt, you know, and just believing in this. I just noticed that your cards came out. I find this very interesting because your cards came out in alphabetical order, which I find really strange. Because we have Messengers, the Mountain, and Multiverse and Pyramid. They're all like very close together in the book, which I find interesting and magical. So what are your questions for the Mountain? Let us see. How can you adjust your view and approach to the challenges you are faced with? So let me just put something on this book so it stays open. How can you adjust your view and approach the challenges you are faced with? We have the Emperor. So working on your divine masculine energy, working on your own belief in yourself, working on your foundation, working on your inner strength. How can I adjust my view and approach the challenges I am faced with? So perhaps there's a little bit of ego in your view towards your challenges. You know, sometimes when people are presented with challenges, their immediate reaction is, why is the universe punishing me? Or why is everybody out to get me? Or why is that person being mean to me? Whatever it is. And really what we should be doing is saying, why is that person triggering me? Why is that why do I think, you know, this obstacle is appearing in my life? And rather than looking at it like, how dare that person put that mountain in my path? Look at it as, how can I overcome that mountain and work through it? Not who put it there. Does that make sense? Interesting. Approaching challenges you are faced with, approaching them like the Emperor. So approaching them with inner strength and belief. I feel called to read you. Very interesting. I'm feeling called to read you something. Masculine twin. I don't know why I'm reading this to you. I'm just going to do it because we have the Emperor here. And this is saying, how can you adjust your view and approach to the challenges you are faced with? So I'm just going to read this. Healing your inner masculine energy which also strengthens the masculine twin flame, blah, blah, blah. You can accomplish this by reprogramming your personal lie from not feeling good enough into your ultimate truth, declaring that you are more than enough. So you are more than enough to face these challenges. Face these challenges as a lesson, you know, face everything as a lesson, every reaction as a lesson, every encounter as a lesson, every obstacle, every tower moment, like I said, and change the way you're viewing it and what you can learn from it. You know, our first instinct is to say, why does this always happen to me? Why is the universe doing this to me? There's a reason the universe is doing it to you. There's a bigger lesson in it. Pay attention to any fixer patterns that may arise and surrender control of others or situations. Focus on your own needs. This is on page 77. Wasn't one of these that was on 77. This helps you own your worth as you transcend the lesser version of yourself and rise above challenges that have prevented your inner masculine from standing in your truth and feeling empowered. So there is a sense of empowering yourself over these obstacles, not letting them break down your foundation, not letting them keep you at the bottom of that mountain in stagnant energy. Where are the mountains appearing in your life at this time? We have the Star. So the mountains in your life are appearing when it comes to hope and belief, you know, especially in this journey, the spiritual journey. We have mountains in the way of your confidence, which that's what came out for how to change your view and approach these, is to have more confidence. So these mountains that are in front of you right now are meant to build you up. They're meant to believe in yourself that you can tackle that mountain. And then once you start climbing that mountain and you do it, you have a renewed sense of self. You believe in it, right? Hope. There could be something in your way stopping you from believing in this, you know? There seems to be obstacles when it comes to healing. So maybe there's still things deep down that you need to heal. It could be that, I don't know why I keep hearing this, but I feel like there's star seeds here. Interesting. The Star card, the obstacle, it could be that you're having a hard time believing. We also have reflection, liberation, hope. I wasn't going to take these, and 10 of Pentacles. So you could be having, you know, you could be going through some type of karmic lesson. You could be having a wake-up call right now. You could be being called to go within before climbing this mountain. And 10 of Pentacles, you could be having tower moments or mountains appearing in your pentacle world when it comes to maybe your family, your job. And it's meant to redirect you. It's meant to make you reflect. The Star card, I just want to look at something. The Star card. Maybe you have a little of, like, maybe you're a bit of a pessimist. Maybe this is happening so that you learn how to believe in a positive outcome. Multiverse. It's very strange how these are just, there's one card in between each one. So the questions here: how can you learn more? How can you learn more? How can you expand your mind? How can you learn more? How can you see the big picture? We have the Eight of Swords. Interesting. So the Eight of Swords is about releasing yourself from a self-imposed prison. So how can you learn more of the mysteries of the cosmos? You know, I'm hearing dark night of the soul. Maybe you've already had one. I'm hearing looking at some of the traumas that you have that possibly keep you in a self-imposed prison, such as, like, maybe you're very pessimistic because of your upbringing or because of trauma. Maybe you don't believe that things will work out. I used to hate when people would say, you know, everything's gonna work out for the best. I'd be like, oh my gosh, you don't know that. You're nah. And I'd be like so triggered by it because it was triggering my ego. So really releasing yourself from your own self-imposed thoughts. You know, maybe somewhere deep down you have a hard time believing in all of this. I still struggle with that. Maybe, you know, you overthink about it. Maybe you let other people get into your head. We also have the Hierophant. So how can you learn more of the mysteries of the cosmos? Spiritual development, spiritual growth, spiritual learning. And the more you learn and the more you see the bigger picture, we see the giraffe here. So this is like someone who's just starting out in their spiritual journey. And this is someone who's well along the way. And you can see this person has no idea what lies through that door. They have no idea. They don't even know if it's worth standing up and going through that door. They don't have that knowledge yet. But once you get the knowledge, you can see over the door. You can see the bigger picture. And as you learn and grow and spiritually evolve and transcend, these constraints start to fall away. So make sure those limiting beliefs aren't stopping you from seeing the bigger picture and, spiritual growth here, spiritual knowledge, very key here with the Hierophant card. What is clouding your view of the life you want? I think it's really interesting how we have this giraffe and then this one who's sitting. Because I was talking about seeing the bigger picture. So what is currently clouding your view of the life you want? We have the Queen of Cups. How interesting. So what I'm seeing is for some of you, you could be disconnected from your intuition. Queen of Cups in reverse. We do have healing here. So something within you that maybe you still need to heal, like that star energy. I'm also seeing the Queen of Cups. You could be someone who overgives. You could be someone who, for what is clouding the view of the life you want, I'm seeing that perhaps there's very slow progress in your life. Perhaps it's so slow that sometimes you can't see it and you can't feel it and you can't tap into that intuition. I go through days like that where I am not tapped into my intuition, and those are the days you don't see me on here doing readings. I feel disconnected, So anyway, what I'm seeing here, what is clouding your view of the life you want, is it could be, for some of you, maybe this stability is very slow to come to you. Maybe you are waiting for a divine masculine. Maybe you are looking at the spiritual journey as, if I do all this, it'll bring me a lover, or it'll bring me my soulmate, or my counterpart will come back. And when we're looking at it through that lens, we can't see the future. Anyway, self-love. You could have a lack of self-love and self-belief in yourself with the Queen of Cups. That's stopping you from being able to see the bigger picture, from being able to envision your future, because maybe you have a lack of belief that you are strong enough to make it up that mountain. Your advice was to tackle that mountain like the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles, you see, is like a little baby Emperor. It's like a little baby Aries. So it could be that, maybe you don't have enough belief that you can tackle all of these mountains. Maybe there's obstacles in front of you. Well, clearly there's obstacles there, but I'm seeing like lack of self-love, lack of, perhaps sometimes you feel very confused about what's your intuition and what is fear-based thinking. Tarot, I keep mentioning her, said it best. Your intuition whispers, your anxiety screams. So if you feel like you're being screamed at, that's usually anxiety and fear. If there's something within you whispering, I could climb that mountain, I could be a light worker, I could help others, I could be a healer, that's your intuition. It whispers. Your anxiety says, no, you can't, and it screams at you. So let's go to the Pyramid card. Like I said, one card, two cards in between that one. 1, 1, 2, if that's symbolic to anyone. How can you nourish your mind, body, and spirit more? How can you nourish your mind, body, and spirit more? We have the Hermit. Have patience with yourself, Rome wasn't built in a day. As someone who is on this journey for years now, looking back years ago, I was in a very impatient place. I didn't want to have to work for any of this. I was like, why can't I just, skip to go and collect my $200? Why do I have to go all the way around this stupid board? Anyway, more alone time, learning how to be comfortable with yourself, You know, someone who is not in touch with their self has a fear of being alone, has a fear of being alone with their own thoughts. I was watching one of my stupid reality shows this morning, and they were on a retreat, and there was a meditation, and most of the people on the show didn't want to do the meditation. And they even said, how long is the meditation? And the person said, it's an hour, hour and a half. And they were all like, I can't lay in my thoughts for an hour and a half. I have too many things to do. Like, it was just, I could see they had a fear of sitting in their own thoughts and truly reflecting on their life and things like that. So Spirit is saying, you know, to be patient with yourself, to retreat more, to spend time alone, to start focusing on your soul path, healing, hermit energy, healing, reflecting, doing the inner work. We see this hedgehog here, and, you know, maybe you have, I don't know why I'm getting this because it's not a porcupine, but maybe you do have a bit of an armor around you that you need to work on. Interesting. We also have Three of Cups, happiness, friendship, community. So how can you nourish your mind, body, and spirit more? Finding like-minded individuals. You know, when I started my journey, no one in my life believed in spirituality, and it was very lonely and very confusing. And as I've grown and found my community, it's actually helped lift me up. And it's brought me happiness to have a group of people that I can like talk like this with, and they know what I'm talking about. They don't think I'm crazy or like I'm drinking Kool-Aid or something. So finding like-minded individuals, I'm hearing, finding people who you can be safe with, talking about who you are. Even if that's just, you know, Soul Tribe comment section. Ignore the haters in my comment section. Oh my gosh, just try and ignore them. But finding people who you can be yourself with and who believe in the same things as you will help you. There is something about that that's powerful. When you find your tribe, when you find the people who believe in the same things you do, you no longer feel alone. And I think a lot of us who are spiritually awakening are, a lot of us, from what I understand, were people who grew up, I keep thinking of starseeds. And starseeds typically feel like they're aliens. They feel like they don't belong. They feel like they're missing, like they don't see the purpose of the material side of life. They feel like there's a deeper meaning and there's a deeper connection between everything and everyone in the moments. And oftentimes people who are starseeds grow up feeling very alien, you know, very like they don't fit in with anyone. And finding your tribe, finding your soul tribe, the people who believe in the same things you do, can help raise your vibration and can also help guide you up that mountain. You know, it's like they're kind of a fallback energy. And what I mean by that is it's almost like when you know other people believe in it, you're braver to climb up that mountain. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing. Where do you require more structure, balance, or strength? We have the Page of Swords. So you require more structure, balance, and strength in your learning about all of this. Maybe you're somebody who, you know, just watches tarot. Maybe you need to do more. Maybe you need to meditate. Maybe you need to do quantum travel. Maybe you need to do guided meditations. Their Page of Swords energy is about learning about yourself. Where do you require more structure, balance, and strength? In your own confidence, in your own ability to learn these things. You could be someone who feels like you could never learn this. And I always tell people, I have a learning disability. Okay. I struggled in school. Like I said earlier, directions, throw them out the window. I don't want them. I learn by doing. And one of the main fears that I had when starting spirituality is, how can I ever learn about all of it and understand it all? And now I can look at numbers and symbols and synchronicities in TV shows and see hidden messages, and like, it's crazy. So if you have a belief that you're not enough to learn all of this, that's your ego. That's not truth. 10 of Cups just floated off the top. I don't know if anybody saw that. That was so weird. Fulfillment, peace, finding things. So maybe you need to find things that bring you emotional fulfillment. Maybe, you know, maybe you have children, maybe spending more time with your kids. When I was awakening, that's something I did. I started like jumping on the trampoline, playing on the swings. I started being a kid again. But anyway, where do you require more structure? We do have restlessness. So you could get restlessness with the idea of time and how long everything takes. And time is an illusion. It's funny because my partner is not spiritual and I am. So one of our kids was talking about time and, oh, it'll take so much time. And I was like, time is an illusion. And my partner was like, well, no, it's not. Anyway, we co-parent very well, but anyway. So yeah, and your passion, maybe you need to find more things that light up your soul. And when you find something that makes your soul happy, you lose time because time is an illusion. And you really do. Your soul doesn't care about time. So if you are doing something that makes your soul happy, you have no idea what time it is. You have no desire to check the time. You're not thinking about what you're doing after. So find those things that you lose time in, that you could just lose yourself in, you know? Other than napping. Napping is great. I can lose myself in a nap all day long. But anyway. So, what do I want to get you now? Let's see. What do you need to hear? I think I want to get you one of these cards. Guidance from the universe. What guidance do you need? What guidance do you need? Hard work, commitment, and perseverance. Perseverance. So right now, whatever you're going through, you will rise above it. Rise above it. Anyway. And this is crazy. Remember the card that came out on the back of the deck with persistence and obstacles? It was the secret and hidden meanings. Hidden portal. How interesting. I love magic like that. I love it. Makes me happy. So, hard work, hard work. This is Sun. So this is the Sun cards are action cards. So this is, let me just get it here. Soul Tribe. I've ordered some tarot cards. I have a lot of tarot cards on the way. I almost ordered the same deck twice because that's who I am, and sometimes shipping takes a while. But I'm excited, and as they come in, Soul Tribe readings. Action cards tell you what you need to do about your situation. Think of them as the universe giving you practical advice on how you should act in order to manifest the best outcome. Commitment and perseverance is your advice for action. So let's read it. Remember when I was talking about the Three of Cups and kind of the fallback energy? Like, you can go up that mountain because you have the support, the energetic support of others. Others believe in that journey. Remember, how can you nourish, whatever question it was, I think it was nourish your journey. I don't know. It was Three of Cups. So find like-minded individuals. Listen, there's a Helen Keller quote. I love it. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much, you know? And you're part of a collective. I have goosebumps. A bee symbolizes hard work, energy, and community. They buzz around all day from flower to flower with seemingly endless energy, and they are amazing at working together. It is time to embody the energy of the bee by truly and wholeheartedly committing to your project. Whether it is something you want to change and improve in your life, a personal creative project, or a part-time job to save money, commit to it and you will soon enjoy the fruits of your hard work. This card is also a sign that you don't have to work alone. Ask for help and figure out the solution together. If you feel like you are drowning in work, know that you can reach out and get support, whether it's words of advice or physical help from a friend. Your affirmation: my hard work and commitment is paying off. I am ready to enjoy the results of my hard work. This is on page 27. 9. Higher self. Clear your space of any distractions that shorten your attention span and create resistance to work. Think of ways you can reward yourself for working hard, such as a weekend trip away, a new book, or a nice hot bath. Or, an oracle deck or a tarot deck. That's how I reward myself for my hard work. When I was an alcoholic and I decided to quit cold turkey, I rewarded myself with books. And that's the only time in my life that I ever read. And it was just like a reminder every week I didn't drink, I'd be like, I get a couple of books. And I would read Marian Keyes, Jennifer Weiner, authors like that. Anyway, let's get another one. We have energy, which comes, this is so weird, which comes right before one or two cards before hard work in the book. I think it's funny how your cards are doing that. That's very symbolic of you being synced up and on the right path. You are life. This is 18, divine feminine energy. And remember, this is another sun card. So this is the action you're being called to take. You are life, or the energy that made you a physical being. Life runs through your body to make it able to move, to love, to feel. Connect with the energy within. Allow yourself to move. Allow yourself to feel. Feel it all. If you are overflowing with energy right now, then scream, run, cry, laugh, do what you need to do to let it all out. If you are lacking energy right now, know that it is still there. We are still able to tap into an infinite energy source. When you are enthusiastic or excited about something, it does not matter how many hours you slept or what you ate. Take care of your physical body, but know that the energy is there anyway. It will always be there. It never left you. If you are thinking about starting a new project or new relationship, approach it with excitement and passion. Your affirmation: I am filled with endless energy. Energy is always available to me. And this is actually on page 18 and 19. So sun and moon energy. Connect with your energy physically by moving your body, or mentally by doing something that excites you. Ask yourself the following questions or use them as journaling prompts. When was the last time I was extremely excited? How does it feel when I am full of energy and enthusiasm? And one of the advice, how can I nourish my mind, body, and spirit more, was 10 of Cups. Or how can you find more structure, balance, and strength? And I think it's interesting that this came out, because that is what this is saying. Like, how does it feel when you're fulfilled? When was the last time you felt fulfilled? Find those things that make you feel that emotional fulfillment. Those are the things your soul wants and needs. And let's get some number cards for you. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. I am evolving. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change. A need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. And that's what it seems to be, to me, that's what's happening right now in current energy. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on your track as you steadily work towards your goals. I am confident. And 33, any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worth your while. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. I am expanding, and you are. Beautiful. There's a lot of 3s and 5s in here, my friend, and 1s. So I'm seeing like Magician energy, Empress energy, Hierophant energy. Beautiful. And on the bottom, we have 44. Your angels are encouraging you to continue on your present life path with diligence and determination and perseverance. And even greater success will come in the future. Yay! So this was your reading, my friends. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.